I had a really bad night, but we are going to recover from it today. So, wow, my hair's not that tangled. That's the first time in a while. This is how I fix my bangs because they have a tendency to want to go to that side, so then I have bangs over here, but not over here. So in the morning, I just flip it to the side like this for a bit. And I sprayed water over here, so I can flip it to the side and it'll just stay there, and then it'll look normal once I put it back. Usually put the bangs down again after I do my foundation and just let them dry like that. My makeup's a little more dark and emo today because I'm in a bad mood. It's not that dark, it's just a little darker than usual. Okay, I just yapped to the camera while doing my makeup. I don't know if I'll actually put any of that in the final video because it was honestly just a rant and I'm still really pissed off thinking about it and talking about it. But basically, I had a really bad night. Well, my makeup turned out pretty cute today though. I feel like my makeup always turns out the best either when I'm rushing or when I'm pissed and just going at it. So that's a plus, I guess. So basically, last night I finished my book. It was around 2 a.m. I didn't want to take my sleep medication because it knocks me out for basically 12 hours and it makes me miss alarms and everything. I can set so many alarms and I will somehow wake up and have missed all of them and have no recollection of even waking up and turning them off. So I didn't want to take that because I have an appointment today, so I have to go out. So I didn't want to miss that. So I tried to just lay in bed and force myself to sleep, which didn't work. And then I ended up having a little anxiety attack, and then I was having some pretty bad thoughts that I haven't had in a while, so that was scary. And it was like 4 or 5 a.m. at this point, and I ended up taking one of the emergency medications my doctor gave me. It just said take as needed, so I assumed it would help with anxiety and sleep, but I took it and I still couldn't sleep. So I was getting really frustrated and it was really bad. So I think I got a solid 3 hours of sleep, which isn't bad, but after I took the tranquilizer, I think I fell asleep around 6 a.m. I assume it's a tranquilizer. I actually don't know what it is, but I think that's the sleep medication. So I just kind of call it a tranquilizer because that's what it feels like. It usually knocks me out right away, but I fell asleep around 6 a.m. and then I woke up around 9 and couldn't fall asleep again for some reason. So I got a solid 3 hours. This is the part that I put during the get ready with me section that I wasn't sure if I should put in the final video, but I tried going to one of my friends for support because I feel like I've been there for them during their mental health breakdowns and their bad moments, and I've been very supportive of them, and I thought I would get a little reciprocation because this is someone I usually don't go to, but because I've been there for them, I guess I hoped they would be there for me too, and they just weren't at all. So that was not a great feeling. So now I have to reconsider that friendship because I have really firm boundaries when it comes to friendships and the people I let into my life. So that's something I have to think about. I really like my makeup today though. So let's move on from last night and just try to have a good day today. My head is sort of ringing and my appetite is gone, but we're just gonna get through the day and hopefully knock out early tonight since I did not sleep last night. So, I have a book review for normal people because I finished it last night. So I wrote down my actual review before I went to bed last night, and this says it was at 2 a.m. So I did finish reading at 2. And basically I wrote, when I heard this was a romance book, I was really skeptical because I usually never read romance because it's always really cliche and cringy and repetitive, and it's really predictable, so I don't really enjoy it. But this was not a cliche romance at all. This is what I wrote to my friend last night after when I was almost done reading. I wrote, Marianne has a very damaged home life and childhood and very low self-esteem, and she lets people treat her badly because she thinks she deserves it. So many people take advantage of her, and the people in her life are all awful, and Connell is just another insecure prick who's taking advantage of her kindness and willingness to please others. He repeatedly treats her like she's nothing and projects all his insecurities on her, but he still wants to be in her life because he actually cares about her, but can't admit to himself that he could fall in love with someone so broken and alienated. And he describes it like it's somehow her fault. That part pissed me off so much. I absolutely hate Connell, and I want to give Marianne a hug. This book really pissed me off. The book is pretty realistic and pretty dark, and the reason it pissed me off so much is because it's so real. There's actually people out there who are like all the characters that I hate in this book, and there's people out there like Marianne who are going through the same things or even worse and not getting the help that they need. And I want to give Marianne a hug and show her what real love and real care should feel like, and she has no one around her to boost her up. Everyone's always just putting her down, and for what? What did she ever do wrong? She's traumatized and she's hurt and she's broken. What did she do wrong? What did she do to deserve this sort of treatment? Needless to say, even though it pissed me off, this was a 5 out of 5 for me because it invoked so much emotion. I absolutely loved her writing style. Time just flew by whenever I was reading this book, and the way she writes, it just immerses you into the world completely. I was fully immersed from page 1, and the conversations are very witty and realistic and entertaining. Even the spice scenes, which I usually hate, were done in a really tasteful way, and it was meaningful to the story and showed the stage of their relationship, the state of their relationship, and it actually added to the plot rather than just being there for no reason. And I wish there was more character development, especially for Connell, and I wish Marianne got to start healing in some way rather than just going through repetitive patterns. But I also kind of like that it's not a cliche happily ever after, because the rest of the book is so realistic and so was the ending. So I feel like it was in line with the rest of the book. Wow, I'm just really pissed today. I'm pissed about what happened last night. I'm pissed about this book. I need to calm down. It's also because I haven't slept, so now I'm just more sensitive. I need to do something to chill. I should probably eat, but I have no appetite. I don't know if it's because I'm pissed and anxious now or because I didn't sleep, but I can't stomach anything right now. But you're supposed to eat before you take these, but I genuinely can't. So I chugged a bunch of water, so I'm just gonna take them anyways, and hopefully they help. Maybe they'll make me sleepy too, and I can actually take a nap and get some rest. I'm gonna read How to Be Perfect by Michael Schur. This is the creator of The Good Place, and he did a bunch of philosophy research while making the show, and then he made a book about it. So this is one of my comfort reads, so I'm just gonna relax and read this. And the way he writes his book, it feels like listening to the dialogue of the show, which is really interesting. So, well, he wrote the show, so that makes sense. So I'm just gonna relax and read this until I have to go to my appointment. On the cover it says, "The correct answer to every moral question." And the point of the show is that there is no correct answer for any moral question, really. Whenever I read this book, I imagine it in one of the characters' voices. So the main character, Michael, in the TV show, I imagine it in his voice, the actor's voice. Okay, I found the introduction really funny, and I haven't read this in a while, so it was like new to me, so I'm gonna read it for you guys. If you're not interested, skip ahead a little bit. Today, you've decided to be a good person. You don't know why, really. You just woke up this morning full of vim and vigor and optimism, despite a world that often seems hell-bent on bumming you out. And you hopped out of bed determined to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. This shouldn't be that hard, right? You just need to make some small changes in the way you live. You walk outside, see a plastic cup on the street, pick it up, and throw it away. That feels good. Yesterday, you might have ignored that garbage and kept on walking, but not today. Today, you're better. At the grocery store, you spend a little extra to buy cage-free eggs and milk from humanely treated cows. It makes you smile to think of those cows munching happily on organic grass instead of being cooped up in some awful factory farm. Remembering an article you read about the impact of the beef industry on climate change, you even pass on the hamburger meat in favor of veggie patties. Now the cows are even happier because they're not dead. You're doing great today. The new you is crushing it. You take a quick jog around the neighborhood for health, help an old lady across the street for kindness, watch a documentary for knowledge, check the news for citizenship, and go to sleep. What a great day. But then you lie in bed, staring at the ceiling. Something's nagging at you. How much goodness did you actually achieve? You feel like you did some good stuff, but then again you also felt like you could pull off wearing a zebra print fedora to your office holiday party last year, and we all know how that turned out. So now imagine that you can call in some kind of universe goodness accountant to give you an omniscient mathematical report on how well you did. After she crunches the numbers on your day of good deeds and the receipt unfolds from her definitive goodness calculator, she gives you some bad news. That plastic cup you tossed, it's eventually going to flow into the ocean, joining the Texas-sized trash island that's threatening marine life in the Pacific. You read about that when you checked the news before bed, but you didn't think you had anything to do with it. The veggie patties were shipped to your local store from someplace very far away, rendering their carbon footprint massive. And the cows you pictured are in fact penned up in a factory farm because the legal definitions of organic and grass-fed are embarrassingly loose. The cows aren't happy. They're sad. They're sad cows. It gets worse. The sneakers you wore on your jog were made in a factory where workers are paid 4 cents an hour. The documentarian who made the film you watched is a weird creep who likes to sniff strangers' hair on the subway. Nice work putting $10 in his pocket. And the streaming service you watched it on is part of a multinational conglomerate that also makes killer drones for the North Korean Air Force. Oh, and by the way, that old lady you helped collects Nazi memorabilia. But she seems so sweet, you say. Nope, secret Nazi. She was actually on her way to buy more Nazi stuff. That's what you helped her across the street to do. Well, great. Now you're miserable. You tried to be good in your own small way, and the world smacked you across the face. You're also angry. You had good intentions, and at least you put in the effort. Shouldn't that count for something? And you're discouraged. You can't afford to do much more than what you did, because you're not a billionaire who could start some giant charitable foundation, and given everything else we have to deal with in our everyday lives, who has the time and money and energy to think about ethics? In short, being good is impossible, and it was pointless to even try, and we should all just eat hormone-filled cheeseburgers, toss the trash directly into the Pacific Ocean, and give up. That was a fun experiment. What now? What the hell am I supposed to do? This question, how can we live a more ethical life, has plagued people for thousands of years, but it's never been tougher to answer than it is now, thanks to challenges great and small that flood our day-to-day lives and threaten to overwhelm us with impossible decisions and complicated results that have unintended consequences. Plus, being anything close to an ethical person requires daily thought and introspection and hard work. We have to think about how we can be good, not, once a month, but literally all the time. To make it a little less overwhelming, this book hopes to boil down the whole confusing morass into 4 simple questions that we can ask ourselves whenever we encounter any ethical dilemma, great or small. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Is there something we could do that's better? And why is it better? That's all I'm going to read for you. I hope that intrigues you to read the book or at least watch the show The Good Place, because they really portray philosophy in a really digestible way. So if you're wanting to get into philosophy but you're intimidated by all these hard books like Meditations and you don't really understand what they're talking about, The Good Place and this book is a really good introduction to the basic philosophical concepts. Okay, I'm actually gonna sit down and read this now until I have to go to my appointment. I might also just take this with me to my appointment because the bus ride is pretty long and I honestly really don't want to go because I'm still in kind of a bad mood and I'm tired and I'm so drained and I don't want to go, but I should go, so I might just take the book with me to keep me awake. Or I might just sleep on the bus. We'll see. Also, reading out loud is so hard and I kept making mistakes because I'm trying to read at the speed that I usually read in my head, but that's really, really fast. So I try going fast and then I stumble and then I have to try to slow down, because when I read in my head, I think I'm a pretty fast reader. So then when I try to read out loud, I try to match that pace, which then just makes me stumble on all my words. I'm a little bit late, but hopefully it's okay. I'm only late by a few minutes. I just got my laser hair removal done and now I'm at karaoke by myself because I wanted some stress relief. So I'm just gonna go at it.
멋진 목소리.
I feel like the scores are higher than they're supposed to be. There's no way I got a 91.
제목으로 곡을 검색합니다.
My voice is so tired right now, I couldn't even get the high notes. Okay, the scores aren't bad. I'm gonna go now. I'm home now. Karaoke was so fun, but my voice is so dead from screaming. I don't even know if I can include the music in my video because copyright. I feel like my video will get blocked. But I also don't know if I want to show my horrible singing on the internet anyways, so that might be a good thing. I made some coffee because I wanted something warm for my throat because my voice is still very tired, and I'm just gonna sit here and edit for a while and then get back to my book, and it's almost 5, so I should probably eat dinner at some point.